It's April 17th, 2050, and for the first time, you wake up in a world where the concept of timekeeping has been deleted. Except you don't know that it's April 17th. You don't even know what April 17th means anymore. Because yesterday, every clock on Earth stopped working. Not broken, just gone. The concept of measured time has been erased from human consciousness. Your phone still works, but where the time should be is just a blank space. Your smartwatch is now a dumb bracelet. Meanwhile, in Geneva, a small group of scientists start quietly meeting in an old observatory to rebuild time itself. They don't know how yet, but later they'll find one thing that almost fixes everything. Anyways, you look outside. The sun is doing its thing, being all bright and everything, but is it morning? Noon? Did you oversleep? Are you early? You have absolutely no idea. And before you think, finally, I can stop rushing everywhere, let me explain why this one change creates a cascade of problems that essentially breaks every system humans have built over the past 200 years. Spoiler alert, it gets really weird, really fast. Here's the thing about clocks that nobody thinks about. They're not really about you knowing what time it is. They're about everyone agreeing on what time it is simultaneously. Think about it like this. Modern civilization is essentially 8 billion people doing a synchronized dance. Some people are shipping cargo, others are receiving it, some are planting crops, others are harvesting, doctors are performing surgeries while manufacturers are producing medical equipment. It all works because everyone is moving to the same beat. Clocks are that beat. Remove them and suddenly everyone's dancing to their own rhythm. And when 8 billion people are out of sync, systems stop working. Day one feels almost liberating. People wake up naturally. Finally, no more alarms. But let's start with the obvious victim, your job. By what you think is mid-morning, you head to work. The office is empty or packed. Depends on whose internal body clock dragged them there first. See, humans have this thing called a circadian rhythm, basically a biological guess at what time it is. Your body thinks a day is about 24 hours, except it's not exactly 24. For some people, it's 23, others, 25. Without external cues like clocks or consistent schedules, everyone's rhythm starts drifting in different directions. Sarah from accounting shows up what feels like 2 hours after you. Am I late? She asks. You both stare at each other. Neither of you knows. Okay, let's zoom out to something even more chaotic, global shipping. This is where everything breaks. There are about 60,000 cargo ships crossing the ocean right now. Each one is navigating using GPS, which, fun fact, requires atomic clocks to calculate position. Those clocks are gone, but let's say ships can still navigate by stars and landmarks like ancient sailors. The port has no idea when this ship is coming. They've got workers showing up whenever they feel like it. Trucks are waiting indefinitely. Other ships are also arriving at random intervals, creating a nautical traffic jam. Within 2 weeks, every major port looks like Black Friday at Walmart, but ships everywhere. Nobody knows what to do. Containers full of stuff just sitting there. And then there's aviation. Oh boy, aviation. There are about 9,700 planes in the air at the moment. Air traffic control manages this by assigning each plane a specific altitude, flight path, and time slot. Without time, none of that works. See, here's Marcus. He'd been flying commercial jets for 20 years. On day 3, he's cruising at 35,000 feet when he looks out his cockpit window and sees another plane. 2 planes, same altitude, same airspace, pilots looking at each other through the windows. Bro, you're not supposed to be here. Every airline immediately grounds their fleet. There are no regulations anymore because governments can't schedule meetings. Global aviation just stops. Hawaii is now genuinely one of the most isolated places on Earth. Australia might as well be Mars. The world just became geographically huge again. Want to visit another continent? Hope you like boats and uncertainty. The economy collapses in 3 weeks. Stock markets require opening and closing bells. Without synchronized time, trading becomes impossible. How do you buy a stock if you don't know when the market's open? Manufacturing falls apart next. Assembly lines need workers showing up in coordinated shifts. Now workers arrive randomly. You can't build a car when half the team isn't there yet. Or maybe they were there earlier. Nobody knows. Paychecks become meaningless. How do you pay someone hourly when hours are subjective? Within a month, money is basically worthless. Now let's talk medicine. Doctors are trying to treat patients, but medicine is built entirely on timing. Take this pill every 6 hours means nothing now. People are taking medication when they remember or when the sun is in that spot. Antibiotics taken irregularly don't work properly. They just create resistant bacteria. Anesthesia requires precise dosing based on time. Too little and patients wake up during procedures. Too much and, well, they stay asleep much longer than intended. Within the first month, modern medicine has been forced to regress about 150 years. Humans do what we always do when chaos hits. We form groups. There's the routine rebels, people who give up on coordination entirely. They eat when they're hungry, sleep when they're tired, work when they feel like it. which sounds great until you need something from them. Then there's the High Noon Cult. Dead serious. They form a quasi-religion around solar noon, that moment when the sun peaks. They believe if everyone just synchronizes to that one daily moment, civilization will rebuild. But staring at the sun for hours every day trying to pinpoint this moment? Yeah, turns out that's not great for your eyes. Half of them are wearing glasses now, others went blind. And then there are night owls. Night owls are thriving. For decades, they were told their natural sleep schedule was wrong and forced to wake up early for school and work. Now, nobody has a wrong schedule. Sleep whenever. They're running the new world. Remember those Geneva scientists, the ones trying to rebuild time? They finally present their solution. Measure time by chicken eggs. 1 egg equals 1 time unit. It works for about 3 days. Then someone realizes chickens don't lay eggs on a schedule. Chickens, it turns out, are complete anarchists. The Geneva Project collapses. Global grain production drops about 40% in year 1. Some farmers plant too early. Seeds freeze, have to replant. Some plant too late. Growing season too short, yields cut in half. Some communities are reinventing ancient techniques, watching animal migrations, tracking moon phases, observing plant behavior. Food is available, but it's wildly inconsistent. Some regions have bumper crops, others have complete failures. Trading between regions would solve this, but remember, shipping doesn't work anymore. So you're eating whatever grows locally and seasonally. Some weeks you're eating like a king, other weeks it's beans. Always beans. Why are there so many beans? Now you weigh 40 pounds less, your teeth are loose from malnutrition, you have scars from injuries that got infected because antibiotics are a distant memory. You're aging, but you've lost track of how fast. Is it your birthday maybe? The sun's risen a bunch of times, you stopped counting around day 50, or was that week 50? Your body is deteriorating on a schedule you can't track. People start looking older, faster, chronic stress from never knowing what's happening, irregular sleep destroying their health, you look exhausted, permanently. Anyway, this was all speculative nonsense, not making real predictions here. Although, you did just spend 7 minutes watching this instead of doing something productive. Thanks for watching, bye.